Former German Chancellor Angela Merkel presented her memoirs, titled Freedom, at an event at the Deutsches Theater in Berlin late Tuesday. During her 16 years as German leader, Merkel tackled major international challenges including the global financial crisis, Europe's debt issues, the 2015-16 migrant crisis and the COVID-19 pandemic. Merkel served alongside 4 US presidents, 4 French presidents and 5 British prime ministers. But it is perhaps her dealings with Russian President Putin that have drawn the most scrutiny since she left office in late 2021. "I believe that he has completely overestimated his powers," she said when asked about the Russian leader at the book event. Going on to address the war in Ukraine, Merkel also said, "I believe that in view of the fact that Donald Trump will take office in January, it is even more important that the Europeans who support Ukraine have an idea of what is feasible for them, what is acceptable for them and what is not acceptable for them." Merkel was the first German chancellor to leave power at a time of her choosing. She announced in 2018 that she wouldn't seek a 5th term, and says she let go at the right point. She points to 3 2019 incidents in which her body shook during public engagements as proof. Merkel says she had herself checked thoroughly and there were no neurological or other findings. An osteopath told her that her body was letting off the tension it had accumulated over years, she adds.
Herzlich willkommen.
Dann steht man vor sich selbst ein bisschen Parade und sagt, okay. Auf jeden Fall glaube ich, dass er seine Kräfte vollkommen überschätzt hat und gleichzeitig schreibe ich, da sind wir ja angefangen, man soll ihn auch nicht unterschätzen, weil er eben doch eine wilde und brutale Entschlossenheit an den Tag legt.
Im Moment sieht es aber ja so aus, als verlöre die Ukraine den Krieg.
Das denke ich nicht und das hoffe ich nicht.
Dass die Ukraine...
Also das sehe ich nicht. Ich schreibe ja auch sehr bewusst, Russland darf diesen Krieg nicht gewinnen. Dann ist das nicht mein Land, wurde häufig falsch zitiert. Ein Wort, das war und ist eines, das den einzelnen Menschen sieht. Einerseits ging es um billiges Gas, das war gut für die deutsche Wirtschaft. Andererseits wollte ich auch nicht alle wirtschaftlichen Beziehungen zu Russland kappen. Das war die Situation. Und auch im Rückblick kann ich nicht finden, dass das dazu geführt hat, dass Putin, wenn es Nord Stream 2 nicht gegeben hätte, er vielleicht die Ukraine nicht angegriffen hat. Hatten wir uns ja eigentlich ausgemacht, dass wir hier die 90 Minuten Sie fragen, hier in einer sehr schwierigen Form geschrieben, bewusst hinter mir gelassen. Die
Donald Trump, eine Frage will ich dazu stellen, ist zurück im Weißen Haus setzt.
Ich schreibe ja im Buch, dass ich finde, dass parallel zu der Unterstützung der Ukraine alle Beteiligten, und das ist nicht nur die Ukraine, sondern auch die, die ihr helfen und sie unterstützen, darüber nachdenken müssen, wie können diplomatische Lösungen aussehen. Und ich glaube, angesichts der Tatsache, dass Donald Trump im Januar ins Präsidentenamt kommt, ist es noch wichtiger, dass die Europäer untereinander, die die Ukraine unterstützen, eine Vorstellung haben, was für sie machbar und was für sie akzeptabel und was für sie nicht akzeptabel ist. Das wäre erstmal sehr, sehr wichtig aus meiner Sicht. Ach, Frau Gleber bringt die Blumen. Dankeschön. Danke, Frau Gleber.
Members of European Parliament reaffirmed their strong support for Ukraine and criticized the military cooperation between Russia and North Korea during a plenary session in Strasbourg on Tuesday. Hungarian Minister for European Affairs János Boka said North Korea's support to the Russian war of aggression on Ukraine is a violation of UN Security Council resolutions and the UN Charter. Didier Reynders, European Commissioner for Justice, said the EU condemned Russia's persistent shelling of Ukrainian infrastructure and added that the bloc will intensify assistance to Ukraine to ensure the resilience of its energy sector. Reynders also mentioned the need for more military support for Ukraine. We know that Russia has put its entire economy on a wartime footing and calls on the military backing of North Korea and Iran, as well as the substantial support provided by China. We need to step up our assistance. Ukraine urgently needs more air defense, more ammunition, and more long-range weapons, he said.
The European Union continues to call on both Russia and the DPRK to immediately cease violation of UN Security Council resolutions and the UN Charter, and urges the DPRK to stop providing support to Russia's illegal war efforts. The European Union is closely coordinating with international partners on the matter, considering the serious consequences of this escalation for regional and global peace and security. The European Union will continue to do its part to uphold its international obligations and implement UN Security Council resolutions. We will continue to urge others to do the same in the country and those who chose to seek temporary protection in the European Union. We see Russia continuously targeting, notably the energy infrastructure of Ukraine, including attacks on the substations linking the nuclear power plant to the electricity grid. The European Council condemns the persistent shelling by Russia of Ukraine's critical energy and civilian infrastructure. The European Union and its member states will intensify the assistance to Ukraine to ensure the resilience of its energy sector through the winter.
Thank you, Madam President, Minister, honourable members. It is imperative that security and defence goes hand in hand with support to accession-related reforms and with the support to recovery and reconstruction. And EU's accession is the ultimate guarantee that the European Union can offer assistance to Ukraine, but also replenish our own stocks. We know that Russia has put its entire economy on a wartime footing and counts on the military backing of North Korea and Iran, as well as the substantial support provided by China. We need to step up our assistance. Ukraine urgently needs more air defense, more ammunition, and more long-range weapons. Ukraine report under this year's enlargement package, Ukraine has continued